I'd be glad to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Do you think it would have made a difference if you had had this in place? Would you have not been settled with Scott Lee?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think the fact that the holidays obviously are an important time to millions of people in Illinois, and they focus on their family and holiday wishes and celebrations, perhaps takes away time from analyzing candidates. And it was a very quick month of January, and I think having this more deliberate period of time after the first of the year, where it's 2.5 months, that served our state well. The people of Illinois nominated Barack Obama, who later became president of the United States. He was first elected as a state senator, and then he was elected as a U.S. senator. And I think having the primary in the third Tuesday of March is the best time under the circumstances. Well, I have been talking to a lot of people. I do believe that the process of letting folks come online and put their name on the list, and this weekend there's going to be some hearings of the Democratic Party to hear from people in a way that they can come forward and talk about their record and what they believe in. I think that's healthy, and I'll have something to say about that at the proper time.
Is your person on the list right now?
Well, there's a lot of people on the list. It grows every day, so I haven't looked at the list in the last couple days, but there's a lot of good people. There's no question that we have lots of good people in Illinois who are very capable and have idealism and an ethic of service, and we have to find that, and also someone who can, if necessary, assume the office of governor and do a good job for the public.
Governor, is it an advantage to you to be able to have a hand in choosing your running mates?
I think I'll have the primary voice in this matter. I understand the law and I respect the law. The State Central Committee of the Illinois Democratic Party, 38 men and women, will cast the votes that will decide who the nominee is. But I think that everyone understands that this is a person that the governor wants to work with and has to work with, and also a person that has to be available in case of emergency to take over. So I think I'll have a very strong voice in who that person will be.
Will you be at hearings this weekend? Are you going to go to any of the hearings?
I'm not sure I'll go to the hearings, but I'll have folks from my staff that'll be at, I think there's 4 or 5 hearings. So we'll make sure we keep a close eye and monitor everything. I do have a list of the names of everybody from maybe a week or so ago that have applied, and there may be more since then. And I don't want this process to ever be halted. If someone comes forward that proves to be the best person, then ultimately the committee votes on the 27th of March, and that'll be the key day where the decision is finally made.
So do you have a short list, or are you really looking at 2 people or 3 people?
Well, I'm going to let people know probably before that Saturday my thoughts on it, but I think it's better to let the hearings take place this weekend and the process take place. I think this is an exercise in grassroots democracy, and it's important to have that process go forward. I commend the Democratic Party for having an open process, a participatory process, where people of good faith and goodwill can enter their name. I think some of the names that I have found that are interested are people of great value to the citizens of Illinois. They want to serve. And I know I found when I was appointing trustees to the University of Illinois, we had folks come online to our website, appointments.illinois.gov. I had like 7 appointments. I couldn't appoint everybody, but I was so impressed by the backgrounds of so many of the applicants that I plan to look for other places for them to be appointed. And that may indeed happen with respect to those who want to serve as lieutenant governor. Only one can be picked, but there may be many other places where they can serve the people, the public interest. And I hope we can get as many good people on board as possible.
Governor, how many meetings have you had with lawmakers on the tax increase? Have you gotten any commitments yet?
Well, I've had quite a few meetings. They've been very pleasant. I believe in civility and dialogue, We've had group meetings, we've had individual meetings. I think that's what governors should always do. It's important to have really a conversation with members of the legislature. I respect all the men and women here. They work very hard. They take an oath of office. I think that's important to always remember. It's an individual oath of office to serve the people of Illinois. The governor takes that oath. Each member of the House and Senate does. And so I think what I've been finding is people are more interested in upholding their individual oath of office to serve the public than worrying about what the caucus says or something like that. You know, caucuses don't vote. Caucuses don't take an oath of office. We've got to have men and women in Illinois doing very difficult and heroic things that are going to make our state better. Just to tell you, the other day, I was with a group of boys and girls ages 5 and 6. They're in early childhood education. They're in a school that we want to make sure it continues to have funding. So I asked each of the 24 kids what their age was. They were either 5 or 6. They shouted out their age, 5, 6, 5, 6. So I asked them, how old do you think I am? And they said, you're 11, you're 11. So I want to make sure that we have boys and girls in Illinois who, when they get to be 11 or 61, have a good education. And so that's really where I'm coming from when I talk to legislators, that we have to make sure that we don't let that generation of children, 5 and 6 or any other age, down. And as governor, I'm going to fight till the last dog dies for education.